Hey folks, welcome back. Oh, hey, helps if I unmute myself, right? Usually, probably. Hey, there we go. Hey folks, welcome back. Welcome back to another exciting issue of Masks Sunset City. We're so happy as always to have you along with us because, boy howdy, we are in for a humdinger tonight. So let's get the formalities aside. Hi, I'm Matt, the Killer GM. I have he, him pronouns, but I portray a wide variety of people, things, and entities of many different realities of different and varying varieties. So we'll see what happens here tonight. We're gonna start things off here first off by introducing uh Corey. How you doing tonight? Who you playing?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you. I am Corey Sparks. I go by he, they pronouns. I play as Sapphire Sirius, the outsider, who also goes by he, they pronouns. And currently, when we last left Sapphire, he was behind enemy lines, so to speak. Uh, he's taken on this new uh, undercover persona as Calvin Cobalt in order to try and get some insider info on the Bureau of Observation. And as it turns out, that he's sort of bitten off a bit more than he can chew, as he quickly learned. So we'll just have to see what happens from there.
Also turns out he's not a half bad mad scientist.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Definitely not bad. He's got a bit of an issue. He his experiment led to a casualty. Fortunately, well, I guess you could say fortunately, he kind of was able to put the guy on life support, but he's nothing but a brain in a jar, and this is really bothering Sapphire because this is like literally what he escaped from his planet to avoid happening to him. So there's that.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm certain. Somebody who's very, very familiar with the tender administrations of the Bureau of Observation. Wally, how you doing? Who you playing tonight?
Wow, excuse me there. What's up, y'all? It's me, Wall, your favorite non binary slime and your best friend on the internet. I am playing Marvin, the transformed, goes by he, him pronouns. And he's having quite a fun time right now. He's having fun. He's having the greatest day of his life. I am not sure why everyone is stressed out. I am not sure why everyone is fretting. I'm having a blast. I'm enjoying myself. I'm gonna live my best life.
Always the best to do that when you can. Somebody who is living their best unlife. Pope, how you doing, friend? Who you playing
Hey
tonight?
everybody, Pope here, Pope World Bone Twitter, Pope World Bone Twitch. I lurk in all your streams, and I get to play Barghest, Arthur Addison. Both of us use he/him pronouns. Currently the uh, Bastion playbook, and he's he's having a time. He's having a time. They're in Valhalla because, of course, they are on business to try and steal a sword from Beowulf, of all people, and he's trying to avoid his ex on top of all this. And his teammates are not helping, not helping for the most part. Um, there is some help, but I have a feeling that a sudden but inevitable betrayal is in Arthur's future. So we'll see what happens. But I'm definitely here for it. He might not be, but I'm here for it.
Betrayal. Yeah. I wouldn't know who would know anything about betrayal or anything like that, other than our villainess in training, Lady Perilous, Celeste. Tell us more about our wonderful, wonderful friend.
First of all, I'm Celeste. I use they, he pronouns. But Lady Perilous, aka Elodie Young, uses she, her pronouns. And she is scheming. She is under orders to be scheming. And she is looking for any and all ways that she can shift the balance power.
Oof, that internet. Oh wow, that internet is proven to be a bit of trouble.
Her
Apologies there, folks.
in order to please her mentor, Menace.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, Menace, the Tyrant of Xanadu, had taken Lady Pillarless under her wing, or under their wing, I should say, and had given Elodie instructions to complete a scheme within a certain amount of time, and so the clock is ticking. So there's only so much you can do there. And last, but absolutely not the least, Christy, how you doing? Who you playing tonight?
Hi, everybody. I'm Christy. You can call me Polish Christy on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that jazz. I play Isla, aka Hussar, the Polish queen, basically who I want to be in life. Um, and she is in Valhalla flirting with the gods, so she's living her best life as well as her BF down there.
Yep.
This is why we're a team.
It's true. Teamwork makes the dream work, as we all are well aware. So, that all said, I think we'll cut to our friends down in Valhalla when we had last left off. The Mythfits had come to Valhalla on a capital Q quest given to them by May because they had ever so humbly requested on behalf of Grendel to get him unbanned from No Names.
It's a quest from my mommy. I am not turning it down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. It's
Yeah,
how
them's the
these
rules.
how these things happen, especially since you were the one who asked to get Grendel off the banned list.
I did.
And of course, what did May say? Bring me the sword of Beowulf. No big deal. Just like as you do. Beowulf, of course, being a legacy hero, uh, in a part of a group known as the Warriors. They're kind of a rough and tumble crew, who currently have come to Valhalla. Upon traveling to Valhalla, the Mythfits learned that the warriors are there to fight a force being led by Genghis Khan. You know, once more, as you do. And so the Mythfits have come to the front of the battle and have dropped out of their flying chariot directly into the middle of the fray. So how does the landing get handled on this, folks?
Okay, so because Marvin just did a straight up free fall. He did not, he did not try to make it like graceful or anything like. He just straight up free fall and just fell backwards out of thing as well. Bargas pushed him, so it started off as a flail and then it's ended up being a flip in the air into the usual 3-point superhero landing.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to land, and basically, like, warriors go scattering everywhere from the force of the impact, because, that's a bit of a fall, and Marvin's not a small fella by any stretch.
I'm dense.
Incredibly dense.
It's just all
That's a double meaning.
compact.
Also, yes. So Marvin does absolutely 3-point superhero landing, creating a clearance. Who's the next one in?
If my memory serves, Bargas was the next to just jump off the chariot, um, following after. And um, this is why you use cloaks, folks. Takes the cloak, uses it to slow his fall somewhat as he's trying to get a quick assessment of the field and see if there's anything warrior esque in sight to go and say the unfriendliest of hellos.
Yeah, warrior-esque. You definitely see like near the front of the fighting, there's like a part being carved out. As you get closer, you can see there's like the swath of Valhalla's honored dead kind of in the fight. Uh, and arrayed against them is a force that it feels like a patchwork of history. Um, you see you see step archers, firing arrows and then riding back. You see even some Polish cavalry engaged in a charge through the Viking warriors. Um, you're not certain just because it's been a minute, but are those Soviet tanks driving in? This, my friends, is the eternal horde of Chinggis Khan.
I was on this journey. Everything was fine. Then you said Soviet tanks. Um, so given that and Arthur's slightly adjusted power set, um, here's what I want to attempt to do. We're going to try and go for the full Nightcrawler with just a little bit of vision. As just going to try and bamf and like use the momentum of the fall and impact different people, gradually arresting his momentum until finally he phases through the front of a Soviet tank and just goes, "Hey guys," and like clotheslines the driver.
Okay, I gotta say this feels like you're unleashing your powers here.
It does. It does. I'll definitely give you that.
Mm-hmm.
So we will make an attempt and see how this goes, folks.
Always got to try.
Nope.
Well,
Um,
get to mark potential.
yeah. So if you will allow me, I this goes poorly. Um, as he gets closer, and is trying to call upon his powers to teleport. Um, the teleportation happens, but not how he wants it to happen. Um, not on that normal plane anymore. So what what happens is this: instead of like gracefully falling and like impacting one of the riders, no, he impacts like a lawn dart in front of, like head first into the ground in front of one of the horses that then just tramples over him.
Oh, oh.
This hurts. So I think let's take a powerful blow.
That really sounds like take a powerful blow to me.
Yeah, that's how this day is going.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, Yeah, that's how this day is going, folks.
Oh,
Um, so
off to the
on,
rip roaring Mythfits start here.
yeah, he is just having Helga be anywhere near this battle is entirely throwing off his groove. Um, so
Don't blame it on that beautiful warrior woman.
I, I am going to slightly blame it on the beautiful warrior woman, and more importantly, blame it on my teammates. Um, and he's going to lose control of his powers in a terrible way as he's trying not to get trampled upon the impact.
Okay, okay. So lose control of the powers.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what's going to happen. Bargas gets trampled under the horse, and then a couple bodies move past, and then we see he's gone. Um, we then flash to one of the Soviet tanks, and they're firing and driving through, and then forming up behind them, we see the form of Grim. And Grim just leans in close, and then the next panel we have is the two drivers shooting out the top of the tank, and then the tank transforms into a terrible demonic version of itself. And Arthur's in the gunner's seat.
Oh no.
Oh, yes! And the Grim tank starts firing indiscriminately, roaring around the field, and that will be a hazard we have for the duration of our little jaunt here.
I am so sorry.
Thank you for this gift. It is very much appreciated. I believe Elodie was the next one in.
Yeah, Elodie, she comes down off the chariot, and she's flying. So she's got the suit and she's flying down in, and I think she sees the disaster that is Barghest, and she wants to help. She's not quite sure how, but she wants to help. Um, I think I'm gonna assess the situation on this. That sounds like the play.
That is certainly a play, yes.
Okay. Here we are.
Yeah, right, bang on. So when you assess the situation with a 14 on the dice, you get two questions off the menu. So it's what here can I use to blank? What here's the biggest threat? What here's the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly?
Okay. What here can I use to subdue Grim?
Oh, that's a great question. What you can use to subdue Grim? Um, like you might be able to get one of the Vikings weapons and might be able to do something with it. You could try and get the attention of the warriors and point them at the Grim tank.
All right, that seems like a good way to get this party started. Aside from that, I'd also like to know who here is most vulnerable to me.
Who here is most vulnerable to you? That's a very good question. In your assessment of things, the person that you see as the most vulnerable to you, um, based on what you've got available to you, what you see is you see that looks like a is that a ship on wheels? It's a little rickety. It's a little ramshackle. But yeah, it's a ship on wheels. It's got a bunch of Vikings hanging off the side, like firing bows and like getting ready to take swings. It is being piloted by a man who appears to be of Arab descent.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down here.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Okay. Then I think that's the direction I'm flying. And I think the plan is I want to just take off with that guy.
Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's go with. I feel like we're gonna try and unleash your powers here.
Okay,
So you're trying
that's
to
fair.
just like reshape the environment to a certain extent with this.
The question. I'm sure we have a team pool going into this.
You do not.
We do not.
You know
That's
why?
oh, Sapphire. Oh no. This is okay. Yep. That's fair. Okay. Sapphire, I
Yeah,
miss
sorry.
you. Oh boy.
Not as much as you missed that
Yikes.
roll.
Yikes. You're right. Okay. I think I'm flying in his direction,
Mm-hmm.
and the aim is to like get him up under the arms and then take off. And I miss, like he like moves and I miss, and instead I go ass over tea kettle in front of it.
Yeah, I can see that. Like you're flying in, and basically at the last possible second, like he understood he could hear you coming, and he sidesteps, and like quick as a flash, he has whipped out this scimitar and just boom right across the side of your armor,
Shit.
and you go tumbling and just smash right into the mast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna feel that in the morning.
yeah, that's a rough one. Make sure you mark potential on that.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
yeah,
Need
hey,
that.
you get that. You earn that
Mhm.
with this. Uh, and what do I want to do? What do I want to do with this? I get something with this. I think what happens next. Yeah, let's do that. Let's cause a little. Let's put you in a little more trouble. As that happens, um, suddenly these lines of silk start rolling over you and wrapping you up.
Spider? Spider? No.
Uh,
Please no.
you look over and you see the webbing is actually issuing from the hand of an African American gentleman who's dressed
Ooh.
in robes, and he looks like he is just having the time of his life.
Don't like it. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Okay. Yikes.
Yep, yep. Everybody having these wonderful reactions in chat. I love this. This is great. Because they had no idea who the Warriors are, and now they're finding out, and it's great.
So while this train wreck is happening, Hussar just winks at Odin to go jump out, and I'm aiming for a Soviet tank, and
Sure.
I'm gonna Indiana Jones it. I'm gonna hopefully land indent it a little bit. I'm gonna rip open the top and rip open and pull out the driver.
Ah, can of sardines. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go with an unleash on that one. See if we can make this happen.
there we go.
Yeah, there it is.
So as soon as I get down there, I rip it open. I'm gonna try to yank him out, and as he's facing me, I'm like, ooh,
Ugh.
payback's a bitch, and toss him to the side.
Ah! You're
And I'm
very.
gonna jump in.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm immediately going to go to the controls and aim it towards Bad Grib.
Okay, yeah. That sounds like we're directly engaging a threat. I mean,
Uh-huh. I'm going to go for his legs. I'm taking out the Transformer legs. Now, do I have influence then?
believe you do, yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Ooh.
There's where all the hot dice went. You gotta
I
talk
was
to.
just flirting with a god, so yeah.
Hmm. All right. So yeah, you get 2 off the menu with a 10 on that.
Okay, so wait, tell me what I can choose from because I had my
Yeah,
list up, but it went away.
I know it's been a hot minute, so it's
Yeah.
always good to refresh people. So on a 10 up, you get pick 2. It's either resist or avoid blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I'm gonna take his leg. So I'm just firing at the like weakest joint, and I want to take it off if I can.
Well,
And if it's too much, I'll use that as both.
no. I taking Grimm's mobility is fine.
Okay.
That's a good shot. So what happens is, remember, it's a tank. So what you're actually doing is you fire at the treads. And where where did you learn how to fire a tank? Because apparently you learned very well, and you just shred the tread of the Grim tank, and so now it's like just roaring in a circle, and it tries to fire back, but the shots go wide.
And then I'm gonna create an opportunity for my team by just crawling out the top and be like, "Hey, tell Graham to cut that shit out."
Who's got the jump on this one? Who wants to go next on this? Oh, we've kind of cleared up
I'm a little tied up at the moment.
just a little. What you got, Wally?
So Marvin lands, and all you saw was that the panel. All you saw the panel saw was just him landing in the ground, and it just caked up all of that dust. So, and the force of the impact pushed some of like this large mass of all like these invading soldiers who are fighting in the middle of this battlefield, and it kind of like just the way he landed right in the middle of like the fight, so they all went in both directions. But that dust cloud was still there the entire time. Then when the dust clears, though, Marvin isn't there. You just see this large mass of a creature on all fours, like the size of an elephant. And you see those tendrils like whipping off of its back, and it's just a mass of blackness and everything. And it just roars at these things. And he throws his head back and he opens up his mouth, and you see this little red mote start to glow in the center of the mouth. And he just shoots out this like this laser, this kaiju like laser out from his mouth, going straight down the battlefield. As I would like to unleash my powers.
Yeah. Do that. Holy hell.
Because I took a playbook from the Nova, where I can, not a playbook, an ability from the Nova, which is elemental control, and I chose fire.
Nice.
Unleash my powers. Let's see how this goes. Okay, fine, there it is.
Okay, so
Not too bad.
Yeah, so it's either a temporary effect
Mm-hmm.
or you can accept a condition. So yeah.
I'll say, because this is the first time him doing something like this, I want to accept a condition. I want to take a condition.
All right. So yeah. So yeah, it just burns. And however you want that to affect you, that's what it do.
Um, I will take the oh, I know how it affects me. Can I say, instead of taking a condition, I would like to add a mark on my doom track because one of my doom signs is overexerting myself.
I will take that bargain 10 times out of 10.
Boop.
Yeah. So as you're doing this, just unleashing everything, you just feel this tingle in the back of your mind, a little keen, something calling to you, something greater than yourself. But I'm sure it's nothing. It'll be fine. Uh, but so, what was the goal of firing your fire here?
It's pretty much that blast was just made to clear out a good swath of this battlefield,
Mhm.
trying to make a clear way for them so he can just run straight at this gigantic wooden ship where the warriors are at.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. So we've got that. So yeah, you clear out like a ton of the infantry and like the cavalry. Like there were several groups of riders essentially like riding along with the ship trying to board, and the Vikings were like trying to repel them. That's not happening anymore. It's literally just the ship. And the ship
Oh,
like
totally.
actually got caught a bit in the fire, but like you see these glowing runes. Some of them are Nordic. Other ones like seem somewhat familiar to you, but you can't quite place.
Hmm.
Like it's got that like homey feeling, sort of.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'm keeping an eye on that.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's what I do.
yeah, good stuff. Perfectly clear. Who next?
All right, listen,
Sure.
creepy spider dude.
Mhm.
I I don't know what this is, but like you need to let me go right now.
Hey, you're the one who tried to come on and fight.
Okay, but you're the one getting me into bondage that I didn't ask for.
Hey,
Consent is important, man.
I'm just binding you up to get you off the boat, little one.
Okay, well, you can unbind me and I will leave of my own accord. How's that?
Or I'd throw you off and make sure that you are off the boat.
All right, clearly this is getting nowhere fast.
And he starts heaving. Come on, help me out here.
Okay, okay, that's enough of that. Uh, I would like to try to bust out of this in some way. I'm sure I've got like some blades or something in this suit somewhere.
Yeah, you might have something. If nothing else, like it does have some strength buffs.
Yeah,
To
it's true.
yeah,
Okay.
so that's an unleash, absolutely.
What am I? I'm trying to remember exactly how this one venting frustration thing works because I didn't summarize it properly. Um,
Okay, so we're looking at
when I'm directly engaging a threat. Okay, that's not what I'm doing right now. Okay, that's
correct.
fine. So unleashing powers badly again.
I mean,
Okay, not
takes the
as
chance.
badly. Not as badly.
Yeah. So either it's temporary or unstable in some manner, or you can mark a condition.
I think we're marking afraid
That's
because
fair.
spider guy don't like that.
It's fair. It's fair. I too would not be liking that position usually. Uh, so yeah, how do you get on out of there?
All right, so like the suit obviously augments me a little bit, but also like I managed to worm my hand over to Snicker Snack sheath, and then I whoosh.
And as that happens, like several of the warriors who were trying to, who were coming in to help Anansi get you off the ship, uh, back away. They're like, whoa, whoa! And they all get their weapons. He's like,
I
ah, so
pull
you,
looking glass.
you do have a little bite in you.
No means no.
Just would have been for a bit, but looks like we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Huh?
I like the hard way. I'm familiar with the hard
I don't. And he starts chanting.
way. Oh shit. Nope, magic. Nope, that's bad. Okay, now we're directly engaging a threat.
Okay.
And I get to do it with mundane because I'm angry. And I still missed.
Well, get to mark potential.
That's good. That's good. I wanted that.
And so you charge in, and as that happens, uh, he's like, "Here, let me tell you a story." And that's when you just go right through him, and you're in a jungle.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't in Kansas to begin with, but now I'm not in Oz either.
And that's when you hear the roar of something much, much bigger than you.
Good kid.
Argast.
Okay, so here's what I think is happening. Bargast isn't here right now. Grim has subsumed both this tank and Arthur. So Arthur is just like eyes just completely red, just automatingly loading and then firing the gun. Um, while Arthur is in the back seat of his own brain, the tank is firing, Run to the Hills blaring
Oh,
on its
good.
own
I was
internal
thinking Maiden.
speakers.
So,
Yeah, it's Run to the Hills, and yeah, I just looked over Grimm's powers. So him not being here right now makes perfect sense because Grim has telepathy. Um, Also, he regenerates. So that's the thing. I'm just gonna give you, Matt. You take that as you will. Um,
You take that back.
I can't. I have this terrible thing. I'm honest. Um, and so he's in the back seat of his own body as Grim is trying to have the time of his life. Um, and so he is just going, I get it. I get it. You're in the happiest place in the multiverse right now. But this is going to bring unwanted attention. Plus, if we're just going to fire willy nilly, we might hit one of ours. And there might actually be a lot more of ours than we realize. Could you please just let me come out for a bit? And is pleading with Grim.
and the one overwhelming message that you're getting as you're making this plead is the appetite for destruction is strong.
Oh no, not Metallica. That is just the eternal word bubble.
GNR, but almost.
Uh, there are just so many appetites for destruction. GNR gives me hope. At least it's not Ride the Lightning. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh, let's see.
come on, buddy.
Give me Pierce the Mask actually here. I feel like that's what we're wanting to do.
Oh no. Um, here goes nothing. Yep, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean we try. Um, so mark potential on that.
I have um as I'm just if you'll give me this license, just another shell loads in and we just see this interior pan from inside the scope as it cycles past first we see the tank that Hussar is leaning out of. We and then it continues passing. We see the little wooden ship. It continues passing until it lines up, thanks to clearing all those warriors, a perfect down the line shot straight at Marvin.
And the shot comes screaming down. Marvin, take a powerful blow. On the money! There we go!
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. All right. Um. So,
And it's fine.
um,
Everything's fine.
I would like to have my powers go. The thing was not good.
It's not lose control of yourself or your powers in a
Yeah.
terrible
Yeah.
way. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
what happens, Marvin? Uh it,
Um. So once again, he gets blasted by this thing, and he's slowly trying to gain control of himself. It's still very hard because he just unlocked this new thing that he could do. Um, but then his head whips right around towards whatever fired the shot, and he does not look all there. And then you start to hear this as his mouth starts to open. You start to hear that noise as this orb of red energy forms inside of his mouth, and he just fires it back at what just hit him.
you you know what? Let's call that a directly engage a threat. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, and I'm sorry about this.
Bang on.
I'm
Uh,
so sorry.
so choose off your menu. What do you want to do?
Oh man. Um
You can choose 3 if you want to cause collateral damage.
I can. I can. I'm actually gonna cause 3 because I want that good collateral damage. Yeah, so definitely frightened surprise or something. This them. I would like to remove something from them. I would like to
Okay.
take something from them. Um, I guess a good chunk of that armor plating will be going away after what I do to them, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's really surprising, really, because like it was being
Yeah.
held on by terrible infernal uh welding essentially, and now it's essentially a almost literal skeleton tank.
Yeah. And my third one would be to oh boy. Resist any kind of blows. Any resist any blows, yeah.
Yeah, what happens is I think there's like some of the smaller guns like fire in retaliation, and it's just the bullets like thudding into your carapace essentially, and not doing anything useful. Uh,
Yeah.
so Grim took a hit there. I believe you need to mark a condition. Right there.
Yep. Take that condition, Grim.
Um, so
Does that?
I'm already afraid. So I think this is going to oh no. Because I'm thinking as Grim. This is insecure because we just got chastised and then this happened.
Yeah, it shudders and shrinks even as it tries to like piece bits of itself together. Hussar.
Okay. So first of all, I see all this happening. I'm gonna rip out as many of the controls as I can from this tank because I don't want anyone else to use it. I'm gonna go to the door. I'm gonna shut it over me, and then I'm just gonna like son of a bitch and open it back up and hopefully step where Arthur is. And as soon as I get there, I'm gonna grab him and be like, "You need to be here for this," and I'm gonna give him a kiss and hope he brings himself back.
Hmm.
I don't know what kind of role that would be.
That's a comfort or support.
Oh, okay. And then
We almost never get these.
and I get a +1 to that because Arthur. Hope for the best. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I need a ruling.
Listening.
So on my drives, I have one that I'm definitely going to mark off. But the other one is: does this qualify as kiss someone dangerous?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yes. You have to ask that question.
I asking
I mean,
permission.
all the times that we have legit said in character on the stream that Isla is the most danger to Arthur, I think that counts.
So this is a double. This is make out with teammate and kiss someone dangerous.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I got a twofer. I get to mark potential because that set of drives is now fulfilled.
I can't believe this.
I have goals.
Well, in addition to that, you get to mark potential off of that as well from the comfort support. I'm sorry, you can mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels if you open up.
Well, and I
Actually, yeah, I want you to choose from that list because he's not here right now. So Isla, please choose off that list.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, okay, wait, we also get a team to the pool or clear a condition for me.
Yeah, since you don't have a team pool right now.
That's right. Okay, so what I know is I'm gonna clean angry off my conditions. And what conditions does Bargas have right now?
Currently afraid and insecure.
Oh, take off insecure.
Okay.
Because Grim's gonna love me too.
It's a puppy love, really.
You can't not love Isla. That's the point.
Okay.
Does that mean Arthur comes back to the fore, or is Grim still in Arthur's body?
You know what? You can. We'll have it come back. Grim's still got the tank going, but Arthur's back in his driver's seat at least.
Like, there's the kiss with, like, the eyes are entirely red, and then the eyes go back to normal, and it's just shock.
Hey, you.
Yeah,
Wake up.
yes.
We're kind of in the middle of something here. Can you?
Oh, right. Okay.
Thanks. By the way, good kisser. And I'm just gonna run off.
She leaps out of the tank.
I'm just picturing like this, like there's this gaping hole in the tank that's slowly, very slowly sealing, and it's just his face completely dumbfounded as like finally like the armor panel starts to mend shut, and he's just sitting there in the tank going, I need to actually think about things, but I can't think about things, but I need to think about things.
There's like a subtle inquisitive groan from Grim as it starts to roll on.
We will discuss this later. I don't have time to converse with my not id.
Elodie.
Oh boy.
The ground starts to rumble beneath you.
Yeah, okay, I'm getting ready.
The trees bend. Leaves burst. And out from the jungle bursts a gorilla the size of a skyscraper.
Oh, King Kong.
And looks down at you.
Okay. If this is real, as long as I don't show violence toward you, you'll probably be okay with me. But if this is just an illusion, you'll probably attack me no matter what I do. So she sheathes the sword and puts the shield on her back. Easy, big guy.
It looks down at you, regarding you. You hear another different roar coming from the trees. And the ground begins to rumble again, and his head snaps up. And he meets the roar with a roar of his own.
Oh, geez. Oh, this better not be what I think it is. It's probably exactly what I think it is. I'm going to fly up and try to get a look at what's going on.
You see, as you fly up, you get clearance, and you see trees getting bent and knocked over as something beelines towards the giant gorilla.
It's exactly what I think it is. I'm going to assess the situation.
Sure! Fantastic!
Okay. Okay. Could have been worse.
Yeah, you get one question.
Um. How could we best end this quickly?
That is a fantastic question.
Yeah.
Um. Well, I mean, there are a couple different options.
Okay.
Um. There is the meme response. Let them fight. But how that will help you, you aren't sure. Um. They seem to understand you, or at least the gorillas seem to understand you.
Okay.
So there might be something there. You could try and take them both down. I wouldn't recommend it, given how big it was compared to you.
Yeah. Not a good idea.
Not when you're literally the size of a bug. Um, or you could try and find another exit, but where that exit would be, Because
Okay.
unfortunately, it looks like Anansi did not provide instructions for this story.
No, no. It's probably a choose your own adventure kind of thing. Um, I am going to fly over to the gorilla, and if he permits me, seat myself on his shoulder.
You settle down, and he looks at you. Doesn't move to shrug you off or anything like that. Just whatever.
Yeah.
And crashing out through the trees comes a great iguana, equally large in size,
Yeah.
crashing into the gorilla.
All right. Well, this should be interesting. He said he was going to tell me a story, so I'm going to assume that I get out when the story ends, which means I have to speed it to its end. I want out of here quickly. Let them fight it is.
And so she lets them fight. I need you to take a powerful blow, Elodie.
Great. Fantastic. Love that. Love that for me.
It's good luck.
Mm-hmm. No bad luck. No very bad luck.
Boxcars all over the place. Wow, this has like been the best night for everybody to be rolling conditions.
Right, right. All right. I think I'm spend the word of the night losing control of my powers.
Losing control here.
This should be interesting.
Okay. So what happens is like they're starting to fight and bashing on each other, and the iguana like scratches at the shoulder and catches you with the claw, and that just like scraps down the side, and that the systems just go haywire. You launch off into the air. Firing weapons as you go wildly, peppering the monsters. They smash and bash and roar, and then they turn. And as you go launching off into the trees, they come tearing off after you.
Great. The best possible thing that could have happened.
It is the best possible thing, yes.
This should be fun.
It'll be great. It'll be great. Who's next?
I'll go. I'll go. So after he fired that blast at the tank, whips their head right back around at that ship, and just beelines running right directly at the ship at like high speeds, just like boom, boom, on all fours, running up to it. And it jumps up, he jumps up in there and lands right in front of the ship. And his head is like an inch away from Anansi's, and it's just growling. And it doesn't open its mouth, but it's like Anansi just hears it like inside of his head of like a thing of,
where did you take her?
Ooh, that is a scary voice. She is in the story. She needs to end the story.
Then I'll go get her.
and
Oh.
I would like to use my power of the doom sign, where I can where is it again? Oh yeah, there it is. Where I can teleport to where a teammate is as an action. And you see Marvin whip his head up, and that orb appears in his mouth again, but it's not red this time. It's bright purple. And he just fires that blast right past Anansi's head, and the blast slams against some kind of invisible wall, and you hear a cracking noise as it's the sound of glass shattering, as he legit fired a blast through time and space to where Elodie is, and he just charges right through the portal, and it just seals up right behind him.
Kids these days, no patience for a story.
And that is what I'll do on my turn.
Oh yeah, no, you got it. You're there. So like you come crashing through, and just briefly, Elodie, you hear something crashing in the jungle. A third thing now.
That's not how the story goes.
And that is when you just see the last thing before this page turn is you look over and you hear the sound of like something tromping through the jungle in your direction as these two things are chasing you, and you don't see it at first, but then Marvin just comes crashing through the trees, leaping up like over Elodie, flying over her head, and goes to slam right into the giant gorilla.
Perfect. Arthur.
Uh, hey, I'm back in the driver's seat. Where is everybody? Anybody? No?
Well, I'm out here looking for what we're supposed to be looking for, and I'll assess the situation and see if I can find Beowulf.
Yeah, do it.
Cool. Solid.
Okay, cool. So assess the situation. What here can I use to blah? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How can we best end this quickly?
How can we best end this quickly?
To best end this quickly, you would want to find Beowulf. Beowulf, currently, as you look, you see like this ridge, and up on the ridge, you see this kick-ass warrior woman fighting who could only be Genghis Khan in single combat.
What here can I use to get to them?
Um, you could probably use your tank.
Oh, I ripped the controls out. Wait, I'm gonna run back to Grim. I'm gonna smack on his leg. Get me there.
Sure. um, because I have this terrible feeling in the pit of my stomach. We're going to go there, but I would like to assess the situation.
Yeah.
Um, I've got a terrible feeling. I've got a really terrible feeling.
Why
Um,
would you have a terrible feeling?
No, never.
uh,
Matt steers us in a great direction every time.
just something you said. Um, yeah, that is expected.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so uh who here is the most vulnerable to me?
Here's the most vulnerable to you. Um, that's a I mean, Beowulf, most likely.
And I'm no, because that's not kind of a question I can ask. So we're just gonna have to find out as we drive this tank,
Well, you get one more
and
question. So
get closer. I know, but I can't. What here can I use to talk Beowulf down?
Huh. Huh. I don't know if you have anything you can use to talk Beowulf down. Like, unless, like, hmm, hmm.
Not even to apologize to the powerful warrior woman.
Our sparkling personalities. Is that
I
what you're
mean,
saying?
Who I have a feeling their original name was Helga.
I mean that was not the direction I was going, but if you want to make it that direction, we can.
I I just it's right there and it makes the most sense. And yeah, let's make this as terribly awkward as possible.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah. At that point, it might have to be Arthur's contrition and his pride.
because I mean we're already on the you don't get to have pride uh theme going here with this issue. So as the tank pulls up and gets close, there is just there's this silent scream that first goes internally in Arthur's mind, and then immigrant song begins playing over the speakers. Uh and then just abruptly with the gear shift as it's coming to a stop, there's just a little bit of Bon Jovi that starts playing before immediately being silenced. Um, as he just pops open the lid of the tank, pops up at seeing these two epic warriors fighting, and just goes, "Hi, Helga." Waves pitifully.
Uh, she hasn't seemed to notice yet. And as you get close, um, Isla, you see a warrior on a red horse charging towards you.
Oh yeah, Arthur, you go. You go take care of that, and I'm gonna head towards the red horse. Um, I'm going to. I'm gonna do that cool thing where all the superheroes run straight through the battlefield and just steal weapons and shields off the other people.
Mhm.
And as I take a sword from one, kick them in the back, run by, take a shield, kick them, and I'm just like, all right, I'm ready, and I'm just gonna wait for the horse to pass me.
And the horse comes towards you so fast. You have just enough time to get ready and set, and that's when the spear smashes right into the shield.
I just hold it. It's like inches from my face. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
And the
And
rider,
I'm gonna swipe.
you're gonna try to directly
Yeah.
engage. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, okay. And yes, our Mythfits in the background have guessed correctly. We now meet the final member of the Warriors, Lu Bu.
I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you.
Yeah, it's just like looking badass. Like, oh my gosh, I am sorry.
I.
I am not supposed to be here. I apologize.
That's legit gonna be. She's gonna. Oh, sorry.
The sword breaks against the spear, and Lu Bu just looks down. You should not be on the
Hey.
battlefield if you are not ready to commit. and this combat
Rude.
was supposed to be single combat, and he kicks you aside.
He dares.
I'm gonna need you to take a powerful blow.
That's fair. Okay. Ooh.
Okay. It's only 7 through 9. Not quite the bingo we've been hitting all night, but see, yeah, it's just one off the list, so you can either lash out verbally and provoke a teammate to foolhardy action or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You can give ground and your opposition gets an opportunity, or you can struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I'm gonna lash out verbally, and Isla's just gonna be like in the mud where he kicked her and be like, "Really? Push yourself up, throw mud in his face."
Well, you gotta provoke the teammate, you don't provoke him.
No. And I'm gonna scream as loud as I can,
Sure.
and I'll be like, "I don't think you understand who's here with me." And I'm just gonna scream for Arthur.
It would have been hilarious when you realized that if you like, you don't realize who's here with me. My entire team is here with me. Arthur just in the back, like, it's just me.
No, I am. No, I am just. I'm in this moment where I'm like, I see this woman who I have deep affections and guilt towards. And then the woman who just kissed me, who has my number and whose lives we've saved each other numerous times over, just cry out my name.
I'm so sorry.
So I would like to do something immensely stupid.
Yes.
Gotta stay
Yay!
on brand. Gotta stay on brand.
So we're going to do a couple of things. One, we're going to run from something difficult like confronting Helga. So I'd like to clear Afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's just I'm not even going to pay attention as the logical brain would see the red horse and immediately go, "That's Lu Bu. We shouldn't do this." But that's not where we are right now. Instead, the tank is going to change and transmogrify just a little bit. It's going to take on more equine features. The cannon of the tank now for having a horse head of a mouth, it is going to slightly change to a similar shade of red, as Arthur is going to surf the vehicle, so surfing Grim, and is going to, at highest speed possible, have Grim rev, and he is going to try and, I can't believe I'm saying this, tackle Lu Bu off his horse.
That's a choice. Sure.
So this feels like directly engage a threat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about right.
I'm glad Grim's here because that gives me a +1. Oh boy, I am okay. So 2. I think this surprises him.
It's been a while since somebody's decided to directly charge him, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is going to surprise him, and I'm going to avoid taking any hits.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, there is just Rev, and as panel as they come closer, as Arthur leaps off, just grabs Lu Bu, takes him off the horse, as Grim just keeps on going. And then as they are hitting the ground, um, Arthur just sort of instinctually phases. So Lubu is there on his ass on the ground, and Arthur's nowhere to be seen, as he is now a foot underground.
Yeah, and Lubu shocked because it's been close to a century since anybody's legit unhorsed him, probably.
You see a quick panel of Isla and just be like, see? Told you.
And as he's comes down, he expertly rolls, sweeps the spear as if there's somebody there that he's going to catch, and then he's up again and ready, and he's looking and he's waiting. And he just, come out, trickster. Meet your end properly.
He'll rise up. That which is dead cannot die.
Ah, but this is Valhalla, where even the dead may die.
Have at thee, failure.
Plants his feet, look of determination on his face, and just launches towards you. And that's where we cut away to the next bit. Back in the jungle's primeval, with Elodie and Marvin.
I think Elodie's still kind of in a little bit of a spin, and she's trying to right herself, trying to get control of the suit again. Shit. Stabilize. Please stabilize. Okay. Am I good? I think I'm good. Marvin, is that you?
You just see that large, like, massive creature that just flew over your head. Like, it lands right in front of you, and it's just, like, crouched down low, growling at these two gigantic creatures, like, barreling towards Elodie. Like, he's just putting himself between them and her.
No, Marvin, buddy, this is not the play. We need to get out of here.
He whips his head back at her and then motions towards his back.
Oh, this is a stupid idea. Oh, I think this is the stupidest thing you've ever done. And it's the stupidest thing I've ever done agreeing with you. Okay, here we go. I'm on his back.
As soon as she grabs onto his back, he lets out another roar and then turns around and runs away from these two things.
And they're just tearing ass after you.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, now we're on the same page. Good. We need to lose him. How do we lose him?
Like, as he's running, he like then like skids a bit and he like kind of drifts because he's trying to like he's getting used to running on all fours and he's trying his best to run away from these things. So as he makes a turn, he kind of drifts for a bit and tumbles, then rights himself up and then keeps on running. And you hear a voice in your head just go,
I thought you knew what you were doing.
I didn't even know where I was.
I just came after you. I was worried.
I appreciate it, but look what we're dealing with, man.
I know what we're dealing with, and I see what we're dealing with it, but you know me. If I see you in trouble, I'm going to come after you.
Okay, well, that sounds like a you problem.
It's not a you problem. This is just the thing I do. I got to save you.
No, you don't. I'm not going to say I would have been fine, but, like, I would have figured it out, okay? I need to learn to figure this shit out on my own.
Yeah, but also, we're kind of team members. It's kind of our job to make sure we don't figure things out on our own.
Okay, look, less talking, more figuring out what the fuck to do. Assess the situation?
Yeah, Sure.
The old standby. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Got something. What here can I use to distract the monsters?
You can always use your suit.
Okay. I mean, it's one of two. What here is in the greatest danger?
I mean, obviously you.
Me. Okay.
That's-
Just wanted to make sure it wasn't by some stretch of the imagination Marvin.
I mean, Marvin's in danger, but not in the greatest danger.
Okay, good. That tracks with what I was already thinking. Okay. I am going to I'm going to get some of the robots going off of my suit and try to get them to distract the just buzzing around their heads and stuff, just flies to swat at essentially, and just get them focused on anything else except for me and Marvin.
Okay. I mean, that sounds like a provocation to me.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Which is also superior, which is good. And that roll is good. Okay.
That's an 11. Yeah, that's a nice roll.
Okay.
So, yeah, your little drone bots go flying off and back into the trees, and you hear the roars of the monsters as they are incredibly distracted by these things.
Okay.
You have a moment to figure something out.
Okay, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of whatever bubble that we're in. Did you break it? Did you make a door?
Well, I yelled really loud, and I created a hole in time and space.
I'm not going to ask stupid questions about how that works. All I need to know is, can you do it again?
I can't. I'm just kind of worried. I don't know. It just feels weird when I do it. I can't explain it, but okay.
I think it's our only shot right now.
So Marvin nods and he does it again. And I advance my Doom track up. And he fires that blast out of his mouth again, and it just shatters through like that imaginary field, creating that portal that he and Elodie can jump through and arrive back at the battlefield.
Okay, real quick. I'm just gonna check. Okay, so the portal power says mark your doom track to appear in a scene with anyone you want. It does not say you take anybody with you.
Ooh.
So there's your choice. You can get out, but Elodie stays behind.
Ooh, that's ooh.
I can only take myself. I can't take you with me.
Shit. Okay, that's fine. Let's. We have to find a. I mean, my original thought was that he said he was going to tell me a story, right? So, in order to get out, we have to end the story.
I mean, how does this story end outside? I don't know. These things just stomping all over us. I mean, I could take them, but still.
What if we just give up? Giving up is an ending.
You see Marvin's Marvin's schizo stopping, like he cants his head back at her and
I just
Give
Like surrender. Like stop fighting. Yield.
Stop fighting.
Listen, I know it's a new concept, okay? The fight stops and the story ends. How do you stop the fight aside from getting knocked out? You give up.
He nods and he turns around, skids to a stop, and he sets Elodie down off of, like, lets her slide off of his back, and he then like lays down like an animal who's lost a fight.
So a couple minutes later, the iguana and the gorilla come crashing through, and they see you, and they look at you. Gorilla snorts. Iguana snuffles a little bit. Its nose wrinkles. And the gorilla shoves the iguana. And the iguana snaps at the gorilla. And they start fighting each other again.
Okay, well at least it got him to stop trying to kill us.
Well, yeah, but how do we get out of here?
I don't know, dude. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
I would like to assess the situation now.
Sure.
I can figure this out if I can. See here. With an 8, nah,
You get one.
I get 1. I guess would be just how to end this. How to end this story.
So, Marvin, as you look around, you're seeing the monsters rumbling through the jungle. Um, and you see a little bit of a ways off a clearing. And in that clearing appears to be like a little stone. And on that stone sits a pile of fruit.
Marva looks over towards that fruit.
I think that fruit is important. Not sure why, but I think it is. And he gets up and he just trumps over to where the fruit is at.
I think it's an offering, maybe.
I mean, you think so? I mean, it's just there. Are we supposed to take it?
I don't think we're supposed to take it.
You mean it's for them?
Specifically, one of them.
But which one, though?
Probably the gorilla. I don't think iguanas eat fruit. Well, maybe they do. I don't know lizards. This bears research. This necessitates research. And I'll write this second. Well, get their attention, I guess.
Okay.
Gently.
Oh, okay.
And that is when he heads over to where the fruit is at, and he lets out a long roar of like of and of he lets out a roar trying to get their attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then what he does then is he turns back into his humanoid form.
Okay. And they come tromping over, and they loom. And then we go back to Valhalla.
Guys, I could really use a hand. Oh wait, oh, as like, and then we're going to get a little bit of old Arthur. Um, as he just kind of hops back and goes, you know, I already unhorsed you. You're not really worth my time. I mean, obviously, you know, Loki's probably defeating you because you said trickster. So unless I see you like actually, you know, best Loki or maybe you know Beowulf over there, I don't really have time to fight you, and I
It,
can just dodge you when I want. So like, actually, like, go and prove yourself.
it's just that stony look just gets even craggier as the spear shots come faster and faster.
So I'd like to roll to provoke so far.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi.
So what were you trying to provoke Lubu into?
Either calling out Loki or Beowulf and fighting them for my amusement.
So I think what happens here is like the shots come and he actually connects and gets you down, and that's when you make the provocation. Why don't you like call somebody who's like actually worth the time, like Loki? And he just killing a child would be honorless. And he moves you off to the side a little. Hey,
That's no. He
nice.
he does that, but that provokes him, and he just goes, "I remember what you did to those villages. Killing children's not beneath you, slaughterer." But it is beneath honorable men, as he gets himself up.
If you wish to die, we can do this. But
I've died in
first,
more interesting ways.
but first, a true challenge. Beowulf has bested me already. This is why I follow them.
Why am I not surprised?
Loki Skywalker! You are weak and a coward! Face me here now on the fields of battle, that I might prove myself your better! And, like, there's a flash of lightning that Odin slides down on. Loki lives beneath the earth. I should not call them here. I do not care. I want to fight them here. Grant me this boon, old man. And Odin fixes him with a hard, hard gaze. Very well, Red Rider. You have sown this wind, and you shall reap it. And Odin strikes the ground with his staff, and it cracks. and we hear the souls of hell cry out from beneath the ground, resolving themselves into maniacal laughter as Loki the trickster is released to fight Lu Bu.
As he forms, like just walks by him. It's nice to see you out, old friend. And then walks past.
And like he's like, I owe you for this, buddy.
Just keep him busy.
Oh, you know me, the greatest showman.
And with that, I'd like to do something further ill-advised.
More ill-advised than getting Loki sprung for a day trip.
Yeah. I'm calling Grim back here. And here, friends. You two deserve each other right now. Go have fun. And Grim's going to act as Loki's mount.
All right. Uh, so Grim resolves itself into a multi-legged tank horse, which Loki steps onto with all of the grace and dignity befitting him, which is way more than you think it is. And Lu Bu just fine, and he reaches behind him and he pulls a whole bundle of spears and readies. And that's when they clash. Isla.
Oh.
Like Isla's just sitting here. Wow.
It was a gut reaction. I'm sorry.
No, it's fair.
Okay, so is Beowulf near me?
Beowulf is a bit of a ways up on the ridge. You could probably get there fairly quick.
Okay, since I'm still on the ground, I'm gonna try to kind of crab walk back, where hopefully not drawing attention towards me. And then in a very ill-advised battle sense, I'm going to spring up and shriek towards Beowulf and hope to make it to him to surprise him. Because I'm just going to try to grab for his sword. That's all I'm doing.
Just gonna try and grab for her sword. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there a role you'd like?
I feel like this is a directly engage a threat.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, a 9. So you get 1 off the menu for this one.
Okay. Let's see here.
So you could take the sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take it, and it's gonna be one of those, like self-defense class moves where you disarm them and grab it. I'm just gonna hold it and be like, "Oh, I did not think that was gonna work on you."
And she looked. Oh, so you're taking the job now. Good luck. And that's when Genghis Khan comes at you and just lays right into you, and I need you to take a powerful blow.
Oh
As you are
no!
now in direct combat with the Khan of Khans.
Oh no!
Big money, no whammies.
This is what you get when you play with the killer GM, everybody.
I think you mean all the whammies. Literally all of them.
I mean, I that takes what
This
I
is
want.
not going well for us.
This is hilarious. I love everything about this. And for those of us who have just joined us, welcome Raiders. The Mythfits are in the middle of Valhalla, where Beowulf and their super team, the Warriors, are fighting the eternal horde of Genghis Khan. The Mythfits are here to steal Beowulf's sword, and are currently split between this and Anansi's Dreamtime story. Welcome! It's a bit of a cluster. It's great. So yeah, you get to choose your fate here, Isla.
Going with the theme of the night, I'm gonna lose control of my power. And my powers are harsh.
Yeah, your powers are harsh. Um. So,
So many powers.
what's Isla feeling right now?
Okay, so this is gonna sound weird, but she's feeling very vengeful and powerful because she got the sword. She's super proud of herself, and she's never really felt like she's top of the tier. So there's a lot of rage going on in there.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that. Congratulations. You've just uh all of those warriors who were kind of standing by and like half-heartedly fighting while they waited for the single combat to resolve are now in a berserker rage. Not only that, several doors open. Warriors come out to slay from all over. Lithian troops begin opening fire as they pour in. We see Fey winter nights crashing into the horde. Special ops teams fall in and immediately start opening fire. We see an infernal phalanx from the horde of hell come marching in. Isla has just declared Valhalla an open park. Because there is no mystery to be held here, only battle. We cut back into the jungle primeval. With Turbine and Lady Perilous. The giant lizard and iguana are staring you down. And you have found some delicious fruit.
Okay. All right. You two big guys, look. Right over here is an offering to you, O Titans of the jungle. We got some grapes, we got some bananas, we got some apples. It's a nice cornucopia menagerie of delicious snacks to help you throughout your day. And so whoever wins gets the fruit. So have at it.
No, not whoever wins.
What?
You only get the fruit. If you make nice. You make nice and you get tasty fruit.
Wait, hold on. He grabs Elodie and pulls her like, Elodie, but I want to see them fight.
I know you do, but the longer they fight, the longer we're stuck here and unable to help Arthur and Isla, who are in God's know what kind of trouble right now. Remember Quest?
Yeah.
Capital Q Quest from Mom?
But big monkey fight lizard.
I know, and monkey funny, but we need to focus. Maybe if we ask Anansi really nicely, he'll do this for us again sometime when it's not a problem.
Okay,
Okay.
guess so. He walks back over. If you guys make up and not fight, you guys get all the fruit.
This
I
is
guess.
peacetime fruit. Peace fruit.
Yeah, peacetime
Peacetime
fruit.
fruit.
Yeah, peacetime fruit.
Give me. Huh. What do I want to put this under? What do we put this under? Let's go with.
Provoke.
I'm actually gonna go. Funny enough, I'm actually gonna say comfort or support
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
because it's less mean than a provoke.
Do you want to roll from both of us or just
Um,
one?
I need just one. Just one.
I would
I-
like two.
Yeah, because my mundane is 1.
Okay. There we go.
So
We love to see it.
you make your motions and you it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you share the fruit, you can have the fruit. And the gorilla and the iguana sit down and you start feeding him the fruit. And that's when you hear Anansi. And so that's how I taught them how to compromise. And there was peace in the jungle. The end. And when you blink, you're back on the ship.
Yes! Haha! We beat your stupid dream puzzle.
Yeah, we beat it. Marvin just looks really dejected right now.
Oh, what's wrong, little cousin?
I wanted to see big monkey fight lizard.
Oh, you can go see that anywhere.
Yeah, but it was right in front of me, I guess.
I work in a movie theater. We'll get there.
Okay, guess so.
Welcome back to Valhalla. Things have changed.
Yeah, as you look around, you see now the ship has stopped, and almost in some literal cases, all hell is broken loose.
Why are there fairies here? Why are there fairies here?
Why are
there
there elephants here? What
Isla!
happened? What happened
Not
here?
my fault. Not my fault. I mean, okay, my fault. Shit. I
Huh.
love you. I'm sorry.
How did this happen? What? It's everything is going on. Wow, there's so much going on here. Did you get the sword?
Oh yeah.
Isla is currently engaged in single combat.
With
Oh.
Chinggis Khan.
Hold on a second.
Oh,
Wait.
all right. Who do we talk to? Who do we talk to?
There's a lot going on. Sapphire, buddy, I don't know what you're up to right now, but we could really use you.
You know what? You threw the lifeline. I gotta use it. So we cut back to the mortal realm where it's been 3, 4, a couple more days. Because for those who are repeat viewers already know, time passes differently between the realms. Yeah, perfect time. And we come back to Sapphire Sirius, nay, Calvin Cobalt. How's it been for you lately, Calvin?
Well, it's been a time. That's for certain. So far, he's been sort of keeping his cool, keeping keeping a good front in front of the rest of the bureau members, even though he's sort of gotten numb to all of it, so to speak. He's gotten to a point where he can sort of pretend to not be bothered by all the crazy, abominations against nature that are just happening around him everywhere, despite the fact that on the inside he's just been internally screaming for like 4 days straight. So basically, at this time that who is it that Arthur tries to call Sapphire, he's in the middle of speaking with one of the other scientists, and he's just like, something, and he's just going like, like, and so that's why I think that this new project of mine will work perfectly. I mean, think about it. We can put it in the food. The law enforcement won't know any better. Won't know any better. Parasitic organisms that prevent those who ingest them from engaging in any violence whatsoever. We can, of course, it's just a work in progress. It's just a prototype. I haven't quite developed them yet. Proof of concept. Perhaps we can, and next thing you know, his ring starts, making the little thing. He's like, oh, he like puts his hand into his pocket and sort of like pretends it's like a ringtone for it. So like, oh, I've got to take this. I'll be right back. And he like sort of goes into, let's see, what's the closest area that would be safe to sort of speak with the rest of the Mythfits in, like through the communicator, because I'm sure they've got like cameras everywhere.
Bathroom.
In this building. Yeah, the bathroom, probably in the bathroom. So yeah, he goes into one of the bathroom stalls and it's like, oh, hey guys, where have you been? I'm doing all right. Arthur?
We have a little bit of a situation. Just really need the full team right now. So if you can,
Oh my God! There's giant elephant ships in the sky, and they're all shooting down. There's a guy on a flying horse, and he just rammed his head into a giant elephant ship. Oh my God! The guy on the horse just headbutted the elephant ship out of the sky. You're not supposed to be doing that.
Elephant ships. Wait, where are you?
So Valhalla's gotten crowded.
Valhalla?
Yeah. Things have gone wrong. We could use you if you could get to the House of Mystery and go through the golden door with the sapphire accents. That would be great. Look for runes.
Oh my God, Sapphire, what is an illithid dreadnought? Because they're saying bring out the dreadnought.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. I'll see what I can do. I'm in a bit of a sticky situation myself, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to get to you as soon as possible.
Sapphire, hurry up! Hurry up! Someone just walked out into the battlefield with a pineapple.
Pineapple.
No, don't use it. No. And that's when it cuts off.
Well, just that's my cue. And he just like sort of like shuts the comms down, and he like goes to up to his boss. Which one was that again? Was it like Dr. Moreau that was his boss at the time? Yeah. So he goes up to him like, excuse me, doctor. I hate to just abandon to just leave on such short notice, but I've just received a phone call. There is an urgent matter that I need to attend to. But I can assure you that the data that I gathered there will be very, very beneficial to our cause.
I suppose it is a little early to be taking a personal day, but...
Yes, but of course.
But given your rather stellar accomplishments early on, I'll cover for you this once. Just don't be late again.
I appreciate it very much. I will return to you with, I assure you, you will not be disappointed. Until then. And he just sort of like runs off, and after trying to navigate his way through this labyrinthine, mysterious building of the uh, Bureau of Observation, he finally makes it back to the nearest uh, doorway to the House of Mysteries. Uh, at this point, he just goes straight for the hangar bay, hops into the ship, and just all right. Let's see. Where did they say they were? Valhalla. Oh my gods! How did they get there? Doesn't matter. Um, yeah. He just like merges his hands in with the console of the ship, and it flies off, and basically like does that light speed thing that he did that time when they went to Avalon. Um, like goes through the interdimensional wormhole,
I
or at
need
least
you to
tries
roll
to.
to unleash your powers.
Right. Unleash my powers. Uh, would that actually be the Kirby Craft roll? Because
No,
it. Okay, got it.
because this is different than the capability of your Kirby craft.
Right. Because I think that what I had there was
Influence over him.
Right. Because I didn't have I
There.
didn't
So
get the interdimensional warp part. I keep forgetting that I didn't get the interdimensional warp for the Kirby Craft. All right. In that case, I wouldn't be able to get through a wormhole. I'm actually going to try and maybe assess the situation and try and see how I would be able to get to Valhalla
sure.
from here. That's a miss.
That's a miss. So you remember Arthur saying something about a door being here in the house?
Right. There wasn't that door. The door with the sapphire rune on top of it. So, in that case, like, oh man, that's right. There was a door. So he just basically turns the ship right back around and goes back to the House of Mysteries, wasting valuable time because he's in a state of panic right now and he's trying to figure out. Sapphire door, come on. I should know this stuff. There. And once he finally finds this door, he goes crashing through it. And immediately starts looking for the rest of the crew.
Isla, I need you to take a powerful blow for me, please.
Oh no. Okay. Let's see.
I mean, not the worst possible thing.
Okay. So uh I'm going to give ground.
Yeah. So
That makes the most sense.
you get smashed down, and what happens is, Beowulf is back in the fray, and like, if you're not going to use the blade properly, let me use it. She snatches it away and jumps back into the fight.
Never touch my stuff.
It was mine first.
Okay.
And that's when Sapphire steps through the door into, like, was Sapphire ever on the front lines?
No, he was an engineer. So he made a lot of weapons, but he never actually was in actual war, like in the fray before.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be all new to him.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Right. Oh man, I was not made for this.
Yeah, you're gonna see like all sorts of beings fighting, including, as I noted before, there's like a Lithian squad,
Yes.
like barreling down, and just chunking through some fairy warriors.
Did he appear like real close to me?
I think the closest people he would appear to be, I think he appears closest to Arthur, honestly.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Hmm.
Hey, buddy. So mistakes were made.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
right now, I think those two specks over there on that boat, which is on fire, are yeah, that's Lady Perilous and Turbine. They I don't know where they've been, but right now they're working with the people that we're looking to beat up to try and not die. Um, and right now, Chinggis Khan, one of the greatest warriors to have ever lived, and ancestor to nearly 10% of the population of Earth, is fighting Isla and my ex. So I should probably go and deal with that.
yeah. But the
See
question,
them
of
it.
course, is
And he's gone.
now I've been gone on like on a top secret mission to try and help you guys out with this. Uh, what again? I've said it before. What happened when I was gone? This is worse than that time when they had me in the when they had me in the machine. Wait, why are we even here?
There's an Arthur-shaped hole as Sapphire is having this soliloquy, and then you turn and see that there's a shadow, and then it's gone as he has gone like a good 30 feet at a full run, and you can see Lubu crashing into Loki as he's running past.
Like, we've got oh man, like, okay, so let me see what we've got here. My friends are all fighting. There's no I have no idea what this war is about. Why they're fighting, what they're fighting over. There's Fae, there's what are those like Valkyries, and there's, oh my god, Lipians. We've got Feldspar foot soldiers and aquamarines running around. Okay. Sapphire's going to run up to Isla, actually, because again, now Isla, you're fighting like
Beowulf.
two people at once, right?
So you're gonna try and run up there. Okay, cool.
Like, like you're the one who's fighting like two people at once, right?
Well, Beowulf is fighting Genghis Khan, and I'm trying to get the sword from Beowulf.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah.
Hey,
okay, I'm sorry.
hey.
Hey, Isla. I was trying to talk to Arthur, trying to figure out what's going on here. What's going on here?
Probably not the best time to talk. Can you help me out?
That's right. What are you trying to do? What's the point of this fight here?
Sword. We need sword.
Sword. Right.
The flaming ship is bearing down on the ridge at this
Which
point.
Sword? We've got two people fighting with swords. Whose sword?
This bitch.
Right. Sapphire just charges up this ball of energy. Like, wait. Is she mortal, or is she like a mortal human, or?
No, just go for the worst. It doesn't matter.
Right. And just shoots like this huge energy wave at like a Shinku Hadoken type thing at what's her name?
Beowulf.
What was it? Beowulf? Yeah, and that's gonna be an unleash for me.
Unleash or engage?
Or engage, yeah, that's gonna be
an engage.
Directly engage a threat.
Yeah, because unleash is usually you're trying to change something about the situation.
And miss.
Well, you get a mark potential. Good job.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, I get to mark 2 potential, in fact, because I forgot to mark it that last one.
Okay, that's fair. So yeah,
that's an advancement.
I would say you're going for the shot, and like, she slides down beneath as it whizzes over, and the energy shot hits the ship
Oh.
right in the mast, and it starts to knock over. You guys are hearing the helmsman. Why? Why does it always end in fire every time?
Sorry.
Like Marvin looks up at the blast and like, oh, Sapphire's here.
Oh.
Yeah, at least we have a
Isla's
name
just
for this
like,
one.
yeah, that tracks. And I'm gonna try to grapple Beowulf to the ground.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so I get 1, I think, right?
Yes, you do get 1.
I am going to take the sword back.
Take the sword back. And she'll slug you for another powerful blow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is she of the
It's
blood
only
of
fair.
heroes? She of the blood of heroes.
Ooh.
And you take it like a champ.
Ooh.
So how do you take this and mark your potential? You get it.
Okay. She goes to punch me to get me to daze to give her the sword back. And all I can say is Das Vidanya, my grandpa said to sit on your fucking dupa, bitch.
Wow.
If you don't know, dupa is Polish for ass. Just throwing that out there.
She's like,
Like,
huh.
Bargas just skids to a halt seeing this. Thought bubble. I am having such complicated feelings right now.
It's fair.
And just going full out with the powers and everything. Eyes going red, everything going red. Excuse me, dead things. You know, the ones that I'm kind of in charge of. Stop!
Several things stop. Not everything, but several things.
You three! Pause! I need to talk to some of you. Helga? Hi. New threads. New power set. You look great.
I think you look great too, Helga.
This
Who's the
is
faggy one?
new keeper of the House of Mysteries. Isla, Helga, Isla, also known as the Hussar.
Yep.
I'm Marvin.
Part of my team. That's Marvin, Lady Perilous, Menace's new protege, and the one who tried to blast you in the back with energy. That's Sapphire.
You really think is it like exclusive still between you and Arthur? Because I'm just saying is
Stop helping!
Oh no, I'm helping myself. Because she kind of cute.
Not now!
All right.
I agree with him, and I'm with him. So just throwing that out there.
Stop helping!
Sorry.
I know things are complicated. I don't quite have all the details. But in your current Warrior's Quest, and I don't know how you got the title of Beowulf aside from kicking Lulu's ass, which kudos, by the way. But myself and my team need the sword. It's kind of vital.
And
So if
this,
you have something that we need to do in order to get the sword, legit. And by all means, I was an absolute moron. And I realize that now, and I am deeply, deeply sorry.
and she, this entire time as you've been saying this, she's been wrestling on the ground with Genghis Khan. And you've caused a really fine mess getting to it. You could have maybe waited, you know, a couple hours.
Team was in a hurry.
Yeah, I can tell. Oh, good. Sinbad's ship is on fire. At least something's gone right today.
It could be more on fire.
Not helping. Sit
Oh,
down.
right.
Look, if you really need the sword that badly, I do need it for, quest type things.
Have you been by No Names lately?
Been a little busy.
I can see that. Just I like the idea of the panel of him just sticking his head in between this grapple.
Yeah.
I am sorry, the Great Khan. I'm kind of in the middle of something here. Smack him in the face. Oh wow, you really are as chiseled as they say. But it's very handsome. But no, I understand that, but can its home when you're not doing the thing be No Names?
You know, she's like, you know that my family kind of has a thing with the proprietor S of No Names.
Seems like everyone has an issue.
That's my mom.
Yes, she is the great one. So
Your mom is May the Destroyer. Oh, wow.
Yeah, she is.
like mother, like son, though not quite, but that's a longer
Oh,
story.
I'm a destroyer of stuff.
Oh, my God.
Not helping. So, like, I understand the proprietary nature of things. This is not the first rodeo, but at the same time, if we can have it so that the Horde of Maid the Destroyer is the resting place, officially, of Beowulf's sword, so when it's not in the Horde, it's with you doing all the legendary things that you must do. We really need to sit down and talk how you ended up with the mantle. That would be great and solve so many issues right now.
I can't even begin to tell you everything that is wrong with this proposal.
I understand that. Hell, I freed Loki today. But
Oh, yeah, and I'm going to beat your ass for that, too.
justified. Entirely justified.
I'll hold him down for you.
Stop helping! No, entirely justified, but this is kind of a big deal because if this quest that we're on comes to an end, then maybe the portals will close. You know, that thing that happened. So we kind of need the sword.
Okay. And she's got Genghis in a sleeper hold at this point. Okay. Here's the deal I'll cut you. You take the sword. I get to take it back at an undisclosed time of my choosing. As questing comes back to me, because that's how this shit goes.
Cool. I get to name the Guardian. The person you have to defeat to get the sword.
Who's the Guardian?
His name is Grendel. You have to kick Grendel's ass to get the sword out of May's vault.
You have got to be shitting me! Ugh.
I'm gonna be
Mythology
honest with
repeat.
you, I didn't expect that to happen. I'm actually just as shocked as you are.
Mythology repeats. We've been over this. This was part of my training. This is also part of the reason that we broke up, because even as a sort of goddess of death and fate thing, you don't necessarily see the biggest picture.
And you're always the biggest smartass in the room.
Yes.
Right? It's his biggest charm and the thing that makes me want to smack him all the time.
There's a panel of me and Sapphire in the corner going, perfect. And we're like eating popcorn.
But yeah, I know.
All of a sudden, like a Lithian ship just explodes in the background. Loki and Lou having the time of their lives.
Oh yeah, it's just wild.
So everything cool?
She turns. She flips her hair back. She looks down at Chinggis. And then she starts planting boots in him. You take your fucking horde out of Valhalla and come back a better day! No, we're not cool. We are very goddamn far from cool.
Fair, but agreement at least?
But we're done for now. Take the sword. Get the hell off this plane before I have Anansi throw you into the never-ending story.
So I mean, is that a no if I ask you out for pizza right now?
Dude, Arthur. Hot. Why
I mean-
would you? Why?
Look, you
Grandma
are
didn't approve.
kind of probably my type, but I just want to go I gotta clean all this bull up.
No, it's cool.
Sure,
It's cool.
sure.
He does like a like the, you know, like he does like the jog over to her, and does like, you know, like the post up, you know, when a guy is flirting with someone, does a post up next to her, and he pulls out his phone and exchanges phone numbers with her. It's like, all right, I mean, look, after you're done cleaning up, you know, the battles and everything, why don't you send me a text and we can just get some pizza or something?
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
sorry, I'm like my adrenaline's going like.
Oh no, I mean, I just fought like 2 kaiju earlier, and it's got my blood pumping earlier. So, you know.
Oh, that sounds cool.
So
That's really
yeah, and, you know, you look like you look like the type of one to fight guys. So why don't you do this? You know, you do what you have to do here, and then I do what I have to do back in my realm, and then we can link up and maybe fight some kaiju later on together.
That would be that could be cool.
That'd be great. And he like gives her his cell phone number, like, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Yeah, we'll talk later.
You know, I'm right here.
Right.
He hates you. That's free game for me, man. And he heads back over to the others.
Right. So like before like he rejoins with the rest of the group, Sapphire has sort of been flying around picking up a bunch of like different little weapons from the fallen. And so but what he's been doing is, as he's been picking up these weapons, he's been like just messing with them, trying to put them together in with little bits and pieces of crystal stuff. And I am going to roll an alien tech on this weapon to try something real quick, because whether this works or not will depend on how he reacts with it. That's a hit. So that means on a
It does the thing.
device, it can do something once, impossible once, and then okay, right. So this thing that he creates is basically like a little machine that can sort of create a new weapon. Like it's like a sort of miniature forge, so to speak. It's like a miniature forge, and when he activates it, it just starts glowing, and then this crystal blade sword like sort of comes out of the top of it, and of course, the little forge device just explodes when he's done with it. And what he does with this sword, he doesn't keep it. He flies up to Beowulf and says, "Hey, thanks for lending me the sword. Uh, I know that that's yours, and I know it's really important to you, but you're probably gonna need something in the meantime to fight with, right? Especially what's going on here. So here, take this. Uh, I know it's got like a long, shiny, like gray crystal thing. Uh, a blade for it, but it's like it's not quite your sword, but I think it'll work. What do you think?"
She takes the sword and she hefts it. Ooh, shiny. That cool.
Yeah,
And
like
she'll
yeah,
She's
I
like,
call it nailing. It's sort of a word that comes from that shows up in a couple of parts in the Alpha Centauri sector, but uh, it should be good. It might not be the same as the one that you have, but it should work. It should work. Uh, so far, it will be. I don't think that anything short of like superhuman strength from like the wielder itself would be able to even break the blade of this thing.
she.
Uh,
The moment you say the name, she stops, looks down on it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then she looks up at Oda. You writing bastard!
oh,
Everything repeats.
glad you like it. All right. Catch you guys later. And he like flies back off with the rest of the group. All right. So we cool? Can we get out of here now? Cause
The,
I
the,
don't.
the, the, we can go, but we kind of need to help put things back.
Put what back? It's chaos out here.
Yeah, but now that things are not quite as heated, so Isla, time to tap into those powers and possibly banish things from this realm.
Oh, that's something I can do now.
Oh right.
Not easily,
Uh,
but yes.
and
I
Cool.
have a bit of an idea.
and I don't think anybody's explained that to me yet either.
There's a lot that goes with that.
Yeah, there's a whole lot going on here. Well, here's my idea, because I mean, I can make the holes. You can banish people. Maybe if we, try, focusing together what we can do, we can fix this.
I just look at each of the team members and I just go, sigh as I look right up at Elodie. I guess Protocol Ballroom Blitz is a go.
Oh, I still love that you
Ballroom
named it
Blitz.
that.
Ball-
Ballroom Blitz.
Yeah, make portals, push things through portals, close portals.
Isla's just gonna walk over to Marvin, grab his hands, and be like, "We'll figure this out."
And
And yeah,
I like to think the way it looks is it's exactly what it exactly sounds like. It's just Isla and Marvin like doing this really amazing looking dance where they are like doing straight up swing dancing, and with every movement they make, a portal like opens up behind them and they shove someone into the portal and they close it up behind them. Like it's just a big like a dance display they're doing as they're doing this.
Okay, so one thing before we barrel on. I need an Unleash Your Powers roll to make sure this goes off.
And can I, because I'm working with Isla, can I add +1 influence to it?
Mm-hmm. What you got going there, Pope?
The team's assembled.
Yeah, the team's assembled. We can
That's
see.
right.
Sure. So you've got at least 2 for showing up to the party.
Perfect.
So yeah, you can do that. Do it.
All right. So unleash my power. Whew.
Even with the extra +1.
Yeah, even with the extra +1, that's a 5. So, oh boy.
Still a hard miss.
Yeah. So
That's-
unless we sacrifice all the teams, it's not going to work.
Well, you can usually only give one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
That's fine. I've got this. So
Okay.
mark potential. So
Yep.
it is indeed as unto. My head, the moment you started saying it, it's a mashup of Ballroom Blitz and Jump Jive and Wail playing in this. And just like ships getting pinballed into each other through portals, warriors from far out getting absolutely dunked into whence they came. The warriors are helping out once they realize what you're doing, and they're managing to like Sinbad takes his flaming ship and like just plows it into the Hell Legion and just like drives the ship into the pit. As he jumps off, you can hear him say something like, "Not the worst wreck I've been in." And it finally comes down to it. Like most things have been cleaned up, at least most stuff that you can see. And you're shoving things through the last portal, when suddenly there's a gust of air behind you. And Arthur, you just hear that playful whisper in your ear. "I'm sorry, my friend. It's in my nature to sting." And you are pushed through a portal into the unknown. And that is where we will end tonight's issue.
Wait,
of
wait, wait,
Sunset
wait.
City.
Wait, what the?
Wait. Did me and Isla get pushed or everyone get pushed?
Everybody.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Whoa, hold on a minute.
I mean, okay.
It'll be fine.
Oh dang.
That's a lie, and we all know it.
Ooh,
So,
boy.
oh my good gracious, thank you all so much. This has been a fantastic journey, and I'm glad you have all been on it with us. We're going to go back around the table, talk to folks, figure out what's what. So, first of all, Christy, how you doing?
Oh,
Where can we
no,
find
you
you?
don't get to talk to me like that. We're like friends. Rude. Okay. I'm Polish Christy. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. By the way, I love you, Matt. Sorry.
Your hatred soothes me.
I know. It's why we get along so well. But I can't wait to see what happens. This is amazing. I'm here every other week with these amazing, beautiful people that you guys should be following. And if you're not, then sad for you. And I have a few things coming up, but nothing concrete for time right now. I can't give a date, but follow anyone I'm following on Twitter, honestly, are pretty amazing people who do amazing work that you should be a part of. So do what you got to do. These people are amazing. Every other Sunday night, catch us here. Love you all.
Fantabulous. And hey, since we've got the time this week, what's our comic book cover for this week?
Oh,
Bring back
Is
the
this a
tradition.
is this an off season or is this a
I think last time we did off season, so we're back on.
all right? I'm gonna dial this into Hussar's first love, which will be Marvin. So the title will be Out of Nowhere. And it's just going to be a picture of me and him sitting in a pizza shop, holding hands across the table with like a deep dish in the middle. And there will be a bubble over my head saying, "No one will hurt you while I'm around."
And then
Mwah.
like right outside, there's probably like some terrible thing barreling at the window.
There's going to be some monster rolling by that
Probably
we don't
Grendel.
acknowledge. Yeah,
Probably Grendel.
in a Hawaiian shirt because
As we do. Fantastic. Celeste, how you doing? Where can we find you?
I am deeply concerned, but that's par for the course for this show. What's up, y'all? I am Celeste Shepherd here on Twitch. I'm Celeste PLS with way too many underscores on Twitter. I guess we're changing that up today. I don't do a whole lot of streaming on my own, and right now I don't really have a whole lot going on except for being right here every other Sunday, same Mythfits time, same Mythfits channel. But I have some things in the works and I'm communicating with some people, so there may be things coming up in the near future. We'll just have to wait and see. As for my comic for this week, I think I'm actually now that Elodie is protege to Menace. She's not currently in her own series, but she's in a Xanadu Tales series. So I'm feeling kind of a new kid on the block kind of thing, where she first arrives and she's first trying to find her feet.
the right stuff.
I'm thinking I've got a New Peril on the Block is the title that jumped into me.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. And I think on the cover is Elodie standing in the streets of Xanadu with all of the huge buildings all around her, and she just looks entirely out of her depth. It's definitely drawn to make her look very small because that's how she feels.
Oh, she's trying so hard to comport herself. Oh well, we'll make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Hope, how you doing, friend? Where can we find you?
No, that's out of the way. Hey everybody, Pope here, Pope World Bell on Twitter, Pope World Bell on Twitch. I lurk in all your streams. If you want to see more of this ridiculous face, you get a few opportunities throughout the week. First up will be on Follow Black Cats, as we get down to more strange and terrible choices and the spy game, Hex Crawl. And then you can't catch it live anymore because we have finale, but you should be able to catch it on YouTube. The entire series of Brotherhood of Shadows over on Penny for a Tale. Go over to their YouTube channel, see some amazing people tell an incredible story. I just happened to nudge it along the way. And then on Fridays with a certain someone, we are over on Valpian's channel at 2 p.m. Eastern for Lancer Shades of Tartarus, where I don't know what's going to happen next. We just got through with some NHPs and solving their problems and completely borking our Hot Springs episode, as it were, with with all sorts of distrust, intrigue, and problems. So we'll see where we end up. I hear the planet's name might be Shirazi. We'll find out. And then, as always, same Mythfits time, same Mythfits channel. Be back here to find out what in the world we just got ourselves into, which leads me back to the comic. This issue of Bargast is titled Hell is Other People, Hel. As Bargast, in the little gaps between, he doesn't sleep because the dead don't. So while the other Mythfits are resting, he makes little journeys and uses the house on the slide and goes and visits his new cousin, as it were, the queen of the Norse underworld, someone who he's met before, and now has far more existential familial ties, and how that conversation and the horrible things that they get up to. So you might also see a little guest appearance from Loki in that issue. But yeah, otherwise, thank you all so much for coming and watching, where it's live, VOD, YouTube, wherever you are. A story is nothing without its audience. And thank you for bringing this story alive. Thank you all so much. Take care. See you soon.
Man, tabulous. Corey, my friend, how are you doing and where can we find you? Well,
Wasn't in most of this episode, but I still had fun nonetheless. Anyway, as I said before, I'm Corey Sparks. You can find me on Twitter at HyperLightSparks with an X. And yeah, as far as the comic is concerned, this next issue of Sapphire Sirius isn't technically a Sapphire Sirius comic. It's the first issue of Calvin Cobalt. And basically, the storyline for this whole arc involves Sapphire's attempt to try to be a hero through the guise of a villain. So, for example, as I mentioned before, that whole idea of him putting this is basically letting him because see, here's the thing, Sapphire usually tries his best to try and be nice to everyone, right? But this persona is starting to give him an outlet to start trying some things that he otherwise wouldn't. For example, that idea of him putting things in the donuts to try and make the police unable to do violence. That's something he actually planned to do. And it's not because he's trying to give the villains a way to, to just not have any opposition. It's because he's sick and tired of the police abusing their power. And yeah, so this is a sort of new territory for Sapphire, where he's like starting to experiment on, maybe I can start doing some things that aren't so nice for a change. And he's sort of very, very gradually inching into that darker vigilante side. And the cover, of course, is basically Sapphire is like sitting there in the lab, and he's got like the Calvin Cobalt fan covering like half of his face, but in the fan is like a picture of Calvin's face, like half of it. So it's like Sapphire's face on this side and Calvin's face on the other. And the title of it is Untrue Blue.
Oh, even better. That's
And the
great.
title of the first issue is Untrue.
That's amazing. I love that. I love getting to explore this new stuff. I'm sorry we didn't get more time with Sapphire
It's
and Catherine
perfectly
Coco,
fine. It's perfectly fine.
but no, it was great. And I'm glad we got to check in and see what's going on there. I'm very interested in seeing this new direction that he gets to take. So we'll hopefully
Yeah,
get a
me
little
too.
more of that next time after we figure out what dimensional cross section you all fell into or got blown into, as it were. Uh,
Exactly.
Amazing. And last but never ever the least, Wally, how you doing, friend? Where can we find you?
Sup, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary slime. That, you know what? Yeah, once again, I'll say it. We are the tag team champions. Yeah, we're tag team champions. That's what we are. That's what we are. You can catch me on the Twitter at Wally132, WALE132, like the cute little Disney robot. Tomorrow, over at Conomicon at 7 p.m., I am playing some Monster of the Week. And oh boy, we left on a very rough note and can't wait to see what happens next in that. Um, it's just God, the game is a lot of fun. I mean, like I said, you want to see me play a character who has a talking cat as his master who teaches him magic. Yeah, that's a perfect reason to watch this show. And then Wednesday, catch me over and we're playing some Black Void, which is like basically Call of Cthulhu in space. And oh man, things have gotten really serious. Like we've now officially hit the space horror like section of this campaign as we're getting closer and closer to the end. So let's see how that turns out. And then Fridays, I'm playing some Lancer with that fine gentleman over there. Who knows how this is going to turn out? Because oh boy, we legit helped an AI god, is how I like to put it. That's the kind of way to put it. A god kind of thing. But yeah, that's that. And you can also catch me then back here every other Sunday playing some Sunset City with these fine people. Also, you can catch me every Monday morning and Wednesday maybe, Friday maybe, but every Monday morning at 9:30 a.m. over at Nomadic doing some gnome brew where I just sit up, talk it up with two other people, chat up, and just get your day started on a positive note. So come check that out also. And the cover for the next issue of Turbine, oh boy, it's kind of oh, this is gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna get a good look at over at Pope and Chrissy as I say this one. So the cover of Turbine of this issue of Turbine is you see Turbine in the middle of the cover, and you have one robotic gauntleted hand of Lady Perilous holding him by the collar. Another hand coming from another side. It's the hand of Hussar glowing in her trademark red energy. And a third hand is the hand of Beowulf holding the sword, pointing at him. And it's just Marvin going, I can explain.
Oh my god, that is fantastic.
Broken heart I can throw in.
Oh, that is some classic comic book covering right there.
It's basically the issue is legit that Arthur made a date with all three of them, but but like Arthur made the date with all three of them for Marvin in a way of getting back at him for what he did. So he just basically went, "Oh yeah, I planned out a date for you and these three, and it's gonna go out just fine." But what he didn't neglect to say was that they're all at the same time, same hours, and everything.
Oh,
But
you,
different places.
I already know what's the inside cover. I have talked with the spouse about this. Lizatrixis just calls up Arthur one day and goes, Arthur, I'm bored. Fix this.
Oh
And
no.
and that's when we get a quick panel of, so Sapphire, could I get some like surveillance equipment from you? Just just a couple of like little tiny things, stuff that most people will miss, um, and sets everything up and brings all of the equipment for Liz to just sit back and watch what happens as her first lesson for Arthur Addison in causing chaos.
And there's several panels of there's like several moments where there's a panel of just Marvin running across town, like going, "Ah, I can make it. I gotta make it."
That's beautiful. I love it. I love everything about this. I'm kind of mad that we aren't going to be doing it as an actual Mythfits episode. Not to say we won't at some point, but I'm just going to tuck that in my back pocket.
You don't
for
know. You don't know.
I don't. I really don't. And that's half the fun of playing with you people is coming in every week and not knowing just exactly what's going to happen. I have a vague idea. I have the vague map of where this crazy clown car goes, but ultimately, at the end, you folks are in the wheel. You folks are driving. I'm just navigating. So, hey, it's me, Matt, the Killer GM. You can find me on Twitter at the Killer GM. I write about nerdery, gaming, all sorts of other stuff, on the occasion that I can remember to do so when my riddled brain can think of it. But hey, I try my best. Keep up with people. Um,
Him
this
fool
is
you. He's amazing.
shh. I had this. This is my one big stream game that I do because the way my schedule works. But I love this. I love being able to do all this with everybody, and it's amazing. You need to follow them and keep up with what they do because they are fantastic people, and you are fantastic for watching us, whether it's live, VOD, on YouTube. We love you. We don't have this show without you, and we're so happy that you took the time to spend with us. I do have some projects coming up. I can't talk about them because, like, too legit to quit under NDA stuff. But that's it. So that's gonna be a while yet before I can talk about them. But I get to say that at least. I get to work on things, which is very exciting. So looking forward to that. And so as we wind things down, we cut to Lithia and the Hall of Stones, the Grand Convocation before the Regalas. We present this list of grievances as we must and cannot endure any longer, lest the foundations of Lithia crack in twain. Regalas, please hear our cries and give us these, that our empire may continue to flourish for 10,000 years. The petitioner twitches and shakes as they are inhabited by Diamond Regala. If you wish for this, then you are weak. And the petitioner cracks and shatters on live broadcast. Several other Lithians. Look, there's no other way around it. We're going to need to leave. However, I think I found a place where we might be able to establish our government in exile. And the little hollow thing blips up, and Earth rotates in the background. And so, my friends, as we fade out on this scene, remember with the Killer GM, you can always bet your life on it. Good night, my friends. Good night.